Health, Home, and Lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Hafide, and welcome back to Health, Home, and Lifestyle. I'm here in studio with Tanya Titano Sorter and Hannah White to talk about the upcoming Reef Ranger Summer Camp. So tell us a little bit about this program.
So it's hosted by the National Park Service and its nonprofit partner, Pacific Historic Parks, and it will be happening in July 31st through August 4th. And the key thing about this camp, what makes it amazing, is that it's a real safe, fun learning activity for your kids this summer.
Okay, and you can't beat that. It's also free. There's just a $20 deposit, but then you get that back at the end if you complete all the days of the camp. And then, you know, one thing that I wanted to mention is although it's coming up later on, it's the end of July, it might seem kind of early, it's actually filling up really quickly.
Yes, registration is happening right now at our T. Stell Newman Visitor Center, which is located right outside Navy Base Guam.
Okay, so Hannah, tell us about some of the activities that the kids will be going on throughout this camp.
Okay, well, throughout the week, we're going to be taking our 20 incoming 5th and 6th graders snorkeling 2 of the 5 days, and then another day we're going to be hiking at Mossa Reservoir. We're also going to be doing things like pond dipping. We go tide pooling along the shore, looking for sea creatures there. And then we also have a lot of guests coming in to present different things, like maybe wildfire safety, or we have someone from Department of Agriculture coming in to talk to us about rivers. So a lot of cool stuff for the kids. So
it's educational and also very safe. You have a lot of people on hand to help assist with these outings.
Correct. We always have 2 lifeguards that are certified whenever we take the kids into the water, and we make sure that our ratios are very high. For every 4 Reef Rangers, we have 2 high school students that are certified in first aid and CPR and water safety, as well as 1 adult. So this is a really, really excellent way, safe, fun way for your kids to learn about what makes Guam amazing, our ocean creatures and habitats.
Okay, and it's also educational, fun, but it also kind of promotes also a healthy lifestyle. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. Well, we spend the entire time outdoors. So we go snorkeling, we go, like I said, we're pond dipping, we're always active. All of our presentations, we try to make it always interactive, always an activity to go with it. We have giant Jenga, we also have tug of war, lots of cool, fun activities.
Do students need to know how to swim, or is it fine if they don't know how to swim?
Actually, I do think that this is a fantastic introduction if they're not that comfortable with the water, because we have such a high ratio of adults, and not just adults but professionals. We have marine biologists, we have, like we said, lifeguards. Everybody gets training on water safety. This is a great way for them to see the underwater, even if it's for their first time, and they all have to wear life jackets. So even if they're not that comfortable, we go by their comfort level, and we'll make sure they're by the best person, adult as well as high school student, to assist them so they can learn to it. So whether or not they're first timers or really experienced, you can't beat the program. There's always more to learn, and it's a really fun way to learn.
All right, so Hannah, we're going to pick on you a little bit because I know you actually went through this program and you've come back year after year. So tell us a little bit about your story and how you've been involved through the years.
So, well, about 6 or 7 years ago when I was 11, I was actually a Reef Ranger myself, one of the little campers. And every year after that, I've kind of come back and, you know, climbed up the ranks. So first I was a Reef Ranger, and then next I was what we call Preservation Rangers. That's our high school mentors who work like one-on-one with the Reef Rangers. And now this year I'm a youth intern at the park as a camp counselor and as one of the certified lifeguards.
Okay, so since you've been through the program for a couple years now, what do you think what's your favorite part about this program?
My favorite part, well, I think now that I'm older, my favorite part is really seeing the kids learn, just because, oh man, they get so excited about everything, and it's just this great new, like, fresh perspective. You know, it makes me feel like a kid again when I see the kids getting excited over the Bellotti or the sea stars.
And of course, these are things that a lot of our children are learning in school, but it's nice to actually get out into the field and see these things firsthand, experience them firsthand. I know that the spaces are limited, and so it's geared specifically towards certain grades. Can you remind us about the openings?
Yes, so again, it's for students entering 5th and 6th grade, and registration is happening right now. So parents can go to our visitor center. They can download the application at www.nps.gov/WAPA. And they can take that application, or there's printed ones at our visitor center there as well.
Okay, thank you, ladies. Anything else you'd like to add? Any final thoughts?
If they have any questions, they can call me. Number's really easy, 482-1234.
All right, thanks so much for joining us. Stay tuned, we'll have more health, home, and lifestyle after the break.